before your eyes. You whisper every word till you can't hear her cry. Let's get away. Let's leave today, my love. What does it take to make love fly? More than a lullaby, a pocket full of rain and a plastic ring. Take a ride on.
May I be the first to tell you how ravishing you look this morning?
There's a fire in your belly that's been dying out, 'cause you can't come down from off her cloud. Letting go, never letting go. Her memory is folded and her edges are soft. And when she finds you, you're an astronaut.
Oh, this is never gonna work.
You're really taking flight.
Come on.
Hear that?
Maybe you wore out the record.
Maybe.
Guys, this is a disaster.
What?
I'm going to be late for my class, and I haven't had a chance to talk to you yet this morning.
You guys smell something?
Come on, Murray, just relax. You got an hour at least yet. No, Murray, those are the taxes.
Well, how am I going to relax, huh? I mean, this is the day of the final exam, right? And I don't have an opening line yet.
An opening line? What are you talking about? This is your last day, didn't you say that?
Oh, no, not an opening line for the class. I mean an opening line for Stephanie.
Stephanie?
Yeah, she's a girl in my class. I wish you guys could see her. Ooh, she's just... The way she kind of tilts her head to one side while I'm lecturing, you know, the way she taps her pen on the desk, you know. Tap, tap. Tap, tap.
That explains the Johnny Mathis Festival.
Tap, tap.
Yeah, okay, good.
Tap,
Murray,
tap.
Murray, we got it.
Oh, no, I bet you guys are saying, boy, that Murray Basinski, he sure is a hopeless romantic, right?
Well, hopeless is pretty close, Murray. Listen, Murray, is that cologne legal in California?
Hey, you guys think I put on too much?
No.
You think I'm overdoing it a little?
No, Murray, it's fine. It's really terrific.
You sure?
What was that about an opening line?
Oh, well, now listen, guys.
Huh?
Now listen, I'm absolutely sure that this girl Stephanie likes me a lot. You know, I sort of know about this. I can tell.
Yeah.
Anyway, every time she walks by my desk, I get all tied.
Tongue-tied?
Tongue-tied. Yeah, that's right. I get all tongue-tied. So anyway, this is the last day of the semester, right? So I want to be sure that when she walks by my desk and says, "Good morning, Dr. Brzezinski," that I have a surefire, killer comeback.
Can't you just say, "Good morning, Stephanie"?
Oh, wow. That is fantastic. That is so good. Cody, you are really good at this. Good morning.
Who's actually writing that down?
Murray, no.
Stephanie.
Murray.
What?
No, don't write that down.
But it's so good. Today, I want to talk about relationships. You see, because it's always frustrated me as a scientist that more scientists don't try to develop new relationships with other scientists. And I guess it's just like that in our own lives. You see, today, we in this lecture hall will go our own ways, never knowing if getting to know that special person would have led to some exciting new collaborations. Perhaps some very exciting collaboration. So I hope that we can all work to reverse this trend. I hope we as scientists can begin sharing our ideas, our questions, and our answers. Oh, I just ask that we not begin sharing our answers until after the final exam today. Okay, well, listen, everybody, you have 60 minutes. You may begin. Books under the desk, please. I'm sorry, class, but the time is up. So if you could just close your exam books and bring them forward. Thank you very much for a wonderful year. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Very nice work. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Jerem. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ron. Nice to see you. Good luck to you. Bruno. Hi, Stephanie.
I really enjoyed your lectures.
It's time to go now, Stephanie.
In a minute.
It's time to go now.
Hey, take your hands
Don't
off.
let him
What's
have
going
that.
on here? Hey, what is this?
Got some trouble here, Doc?
Not unless these gentlemen want it that way.
No trouble.
Stephanie?
I'm sorry, Professor. Don't you ever do that to me again.
I could have had that book. Don't worry. We'll have it. Go to the administration office, find out where Professor Brzezinski lives.
Go Cubbies!
Thank you.
Down in front, robots.
All right.
Final exam for Applied Science 631. Stephanie Ann Davidson.
Murray, you're not going to read us that whole book.
Yeah, not
Playoffs,
the
are
whole
you?
thing, huh?
Oh. Oh, no, of course not, guys, because it's an important game.
Right.
Oh, let me just read you the first question, because...
No, Murray, no. Murray, thank
No.
you.
Just this one. It's really good. It's short. Question. Describe what fields of science have been most affected by the advent of microprocessing.
Murray, I've had it already. Enough.
Murray is remarkably fascinating as that is. You know, Nick and I have got money riding him.
I'm sorry, guys. I got carried away. She writes such a good...
Somebody dropped something here?
Oh, maybe that's mine. There's a letter. Oh, it said me a letter. Man, look at this. It's from Stephanie. I actually got a letter from Stephanie.
Great, Murray. What does it say?
Well, I think I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna read the letter in my room because
Okay, Murray, go ahead. Have a good time.
Because I'm gonna, and you just watch
See you
the
later,
game
Murray.
and
Okay.
you have a good game.
What's
And
this? Yeah.
Boom, that's what it's going, baby. All right.
Okay, all right.
Come on in, boys. The door's open.
Listen, you can take anything you want, but I want to warn you, you just tripped our silent alarm. At this very moment, an armed response patrol is on its way.
Check Harbor.
That one never works. Never.
Murray's tests? Wait a minute, nobody breaks into a home and steals tests.
Hurry up.
These guys don't look like practical jokers to me, Cody.
You talk too much.
Move in your kibble!
Okay, right. All right. Come on. Okay. Come on, move and I'll blow you up.
All right.
Come on, Eugene, hurry.
All right.
Murray, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just stop those tests.
Okay.
Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but did we just risk our lives for a bunch of tests?
Not only do I have to wear a neck brace, now I've got to tell the university I lost my students' exams.
Well, better yet, Murray, ask yourself why anybody would want to steal exams. I can't figure that one out.
Boy, you know, I should have known better with those two bruisers. I knew they were going to be trouble when they started abusing Stephanie.
Wait a minute, Murray. You know those two guys?
Well, no, Cody, I don't exactly know them. I mean, I've seen them before in the back of my lecture hall. I always thought they were auditing, you know, for no credit. That is until yesterday when they came up and told Stephanie she was going to have to leave, you know, and then they tried to steal her.
What?
Wait a minute.
What?
They tried to steal her exam yesterday. Why didn't I think of...
Murray, this information's coming a little bit on the late side.
I know, Nick. Sometimes
What
I'm
do you
so
think, Nick?
stupid.
Bodyguards, maybe?
Well, I don't know. It sounds that way to me.
They tried to steal all the tests. Now, if hers is so important, why did they take all of them?
It's a good question. Listen, Murray, did you happen to grade Stephanie's exam?
Well, no, not exactly. I didn't get to it yet, but I know she's going to get an A, Nick.
Well, I'm sure she will. But listen, did you happen to notice if her answers were right or not?
Well, no, because I really didn't look at the test. I was too busy
Wait a minute.
reading.
That's got to be it. That's got to be it. You know what I'm saying?
all the time at my college,
Oh,
you know?
man.
You see,
What? What is this, Murray? Should I read this?
Well, yeah, I think you should give it a look.
Murray, dear, ever since we met, I felt your eyes upon me. What is this, Murray?
Let me see.
Well, it's kind of a letter from Stephanie, you know. She put it in her exam, and it fell on the floor. Remember you picked it up?
No one has ever affected me like this, Professor. Murray, you know what this is? It's a grease job.
What's a grease job?
Murray, a grease job is the apple on the teacher's desk, only this one has a lot more kick to it.
Oh, no, wait a minute, guys. I reject that hypothesis. I mean, you have no right to implicate Stephanie in anything as sinister as all this. I mean, you see, boys, in science, we deal in empirical data
We could always
instead
go
of
ask
just
her.
Well, how are we going to find out Stephanie's address?
49 Commonwealth Avenue.
Oh.
Stephanie lives here?
Those are definitely better accommodations than I had at school.
Love letters, bodyguards who trash teachers' houses, and now the Taj Mahal. I don't know about this. What do you guys think?
You got me.
Oh, come on, guys. Somebody's got to go in there and get my tests.
Look, Nick, if we're going to help Murray, we got to do something. Now, the only thing to do is to confront those people.
All right, look, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right.
Yeah.
You guys go into the house. I'm going to stand here and cover your flank. You got it? And if I don't see your face in 10 minutes, I'm calling in Quillen.
May I help you?
Yeah, Professor Murray...
Dr. Murray Brzezinski.
Excuse me. Dr. Murray Brzezinski, an associate, to see Stephanie Davidson.
Come in, please. Mr. Kamal, Professor Brzezinski is here.
Oh, good. Maybe we can get some facts around here. Are you the guy in charge?
You're in my home.
Oh, so this is your home. Well, hello, Mr. Hospitality.
Murray, will you shut up? Mr. Kamal, excuse me, but my friend is a little upset because these guys broke into our boat.
Don't forget stealing the exams. You know, there are going to be a lot of angry students. Yeah, I don't want to talk to this guy. I don't even know who he is. I want to speak to Stephanie.
Let me tell you how we deal with adulterers in my country.
Adulterers?
We bring the accused for a trial. The family assembles, and the men sit in judgment. The uncles, the brothers, the cousin, you understand? And they administer justice in the old way. Executions are very swift, Professor Brzezinski.
Are you talking to me?
No. You see, you don't understand. This is Cody Allen,
Professor
and I am
Brzezinski. My
Dr.
name is Cody
Brzezinski.
Allen.
And I know all of this is fascinating. But what does it have to do with the fact that my exams have been stolen?
This is the man you say my wife has intentions for? This is the man who sends her flowers every day? Not him?
Did he say wife? Oh, boy.
Am I speaking a foreign language? Would somebody tell me what's going on around here? I mean, am I going to talk to Stephanie, or am I not going to talk to Stephanie? Because I've just about...
Murray, listen to me. I think that Mr. Kamal is talking about Stephanie.
What do you...
See, I think that she is his wife.
Stephanie? Stephanie Davidson?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel very well.
Mr. Kamal, obviously there's been a big mistake. You see, obviously there's nothing going on between Murray and your wife. I mean, take a look at this guy. Is this a guy who would steal another man's woman? I mean, could he?
Of course not. It's ridiculous. Any fool could see that for himself.
Why, hello, Professor. What a pleasant surprise.
Hi, Stephanie.
What happened to you?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
No, it isn't, Murray. Stephanie, hi, Stephanie. I'm Cody Allen. Apparently, your husband sent these two guys to assault Murray and to steal the final exams, and we don't know why.
Ahmed, why would you do a thing like that?
Well, you were seen giving a note to Professor during your exam. I had to know for certain.
A note? I don't know anything about a note. Do you, Professor?
Note? Well, I would have remembered something like a note.
Darling, these suspicions have to stop. Professor Brzezinski, please, accept my sincere apologies for my husband's misguided jealousy.
Sure. No hard feelings. I can't believe I fell for a married woman.
Listen, Murray, don't go beating yourself up about this thing, okay? Look, it's not like she didn't lead you on or anything. What was with all the hearts and flowers in that letter? Now, you gotta think about that. All right? Where I come from, we call that a tease, man.
Hey, Murray?
What?
Murray, I got something for you. Delivered by messenger.
For me?
Yeah.
Who's it? It's from Stephanie. It's a tape. I wonder why she would send me a tape. Let's just listen and see what she has to say.
Dearest Marie, you never should have come today, but I'm so glad you did. There were so many things that I wanted to say to you, like how much I loved all the flowers you sent me and the other gifts. I have to see you, alone. It's critical that I talk to you soon, but we'll have to be careful. Ahmed will kill us both if he catches us.
Oh, boy.
You want to hire us? Murray, you can't hire us.
Well, why not? I think it's a great idea. I mean, Stephanie is a woman who needs my help, right? She's reaching out to me, and you guys think that I'm too close, too emotionally involved to be objective. So it seems like the only logical solution to me.
Murray, that's not the point.
It's not? What's the point?
Well, the point is that Stephanie's married.
Oh.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. If she's having problems with her husband, that's really none of your business.
Yeah, well, it's some marriage, I can tell you that. It's more like a prison sentence. Listen to this.
Alone in this big house while he travels, no friends and no one to talk to. Murray, I feel more like Ahmed's possession than his wife.
Isn't that the most tragic thing you've ever heard?
Come on. Look, Murray, it's not that we don't feel for the girl, you know, but you got to consider the man that you're dealing with. Now, look at this. Ahmed Kamal runs a dozen international corporations, oil companies. He ain't ever going to be able to touch this guy.
Most importantly, Murray, this guy is one jealous and possessive person. Now, if he catches his wife reaching out to you with love letters and personal cassettes, that makes you third man in a triangle. People can get killed getting caught in a triangle, Murray.
You know, I never thought I would live to see this day. Stephanie is a woman who has opened her heart to me. She needs my help. And whether or not you guys are with me or not, I intend to be there for her.
Nick, maybe we can help him just a little.
Oh, no, she's here already. I told you guys we should have left earlier. Now I'll never be able to meet Stephanie.
Murray, we said we were going to get you in. We're going to get you in. Now, just relax.
Murray, we're the Riptide Detective Agency. We're famous for our cunning and originality.
Hey, Jack. Sure it's okay to do this? Not gonna get busted or nothing.
Look, of course it's okay. We're grown-ups, aren't we? And my name's not Jack.
Here's one for
5
you.
for you.
There you go.
5 for you.
Some paint.
And 5 for you, okay?
All right, you guys, there's no problem. This guy loves practical jokes. He's going to crack up. Trust us.
All right, now listen. You remember what I said, right?
Yeah.
Everybody have a good time and let him have it. Take off.
Okay, go get it.
Listen, guys, this is never gonna work. Look,
What do you look great?
I look
Murray,
ridiculous.
you never look better.
No, they're gonna wreck it.
Go.
You want to go away with me?
Murray, you're my only hope. Things just keep getting worse. Everywhere I go, everything I do is under question. Ahmed is obsessed with these suspicions about me.
Maybe you ought to see a lawyer, Stephanie.
Murray, there's never been a divorce in his family. It's not allowed. He'd kill me rather than live with that disgrace, Murray. He's warned me of it before. Murray, if you don't help me, I don't know what I'll do.
I can't bring you on board the Riptide because he'll only come and get you.
You're probably right. I don't know, Murray, maybe I'm just too much trouble for everybody.
Hey, what are you doing? Give me that.
Murray, you are my only hope. Don't you see? I can't get away from him. I don't have any other friends to turn to.
Yes, you do. I'm your friend. And Nick and Cody, they're your friends, too. And we're not gonna let you, do you understand? Good. Now listen to me. Nick owns a helicopter. Maybe he can fly you someplace out of here, someplace safe, okay?
Oh, thank you, Murray. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Hey, buddy. Where have you been?
What do you mean, where have I been? I've been looking around like I'm supposed to. What's the matter?
Well, nothing. I just feel a little conspicuous staying around a place like this. I mean, I don't exactly fit in, you know what I mean?
Sure you do, Nick. You look perfect to me. You even look like somebody I'd figure would work here, you know?
Oh, stop it, will you please?
What's going on with Stephanie's driving?
Well, this guy just got back from washing the car, but he's been looking at his watch every 5 minutes like this. I think he's getting a little restless.
Tell Murray to wrap it up.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Comes somebody, I think it's a salesman.
Hello, I'm Pierre Milan. I wonder if I might help you, gentlemen.
Hi.
No, thanks. That's okay. We're just waiting for a friend.
I'm glad the professor decided to come.
Excuse me?
Well, Stephanie was concerned that her husband might frighten him off. I told her not to worry. There's something wrong.
Well, Pierre, you have to pardon our surprise, but wasn't this meeting supposed to be a secret?
Having the rendezvous here was my idea. No one else knows.
So you were a friend of Stephanie's then, I guess, huh?
Only recently. We met when I did some work on her mansion. It was when I began to overhear certain things about Ahmed that we began to talk. Once she realized she could trust me, she could fight at it. I can't believe what that poor girl has been through.
Guys, listen, we gotta get Stephanie out of here right away.
Why?
Look!
Can we get out the back?
Yeah,
Come on,
ahead.
let's go.
So you are having an affair.
Hey, get your hands off her, Mike!
Come on.
Do you remember how we deal with adulterers in my country?
Yeah, I remember. But we have ways of dealing with wife beaters in our country, Buster.
You told him that?
You know, jealousy like yours is a disease, Ahmed. You can't keep people your own personal prisoners, not in the United States of America.
You dare talk to me like that? To accuse me of such things?
Police, Yalayorsh.
You will pay for your immorality and deceit, Professor Brzezinski. That is a promise.
All right, come on. Murray, you see, we shouldn't be on this case. I mean, even you, smitten as you are, must see that if we continue on this case, we could get in a lot of trouble, not to mention maybe killed.
All right.
What?
Well, I'm into the LA Chronicle.
Well, isn't that exciting?
Murray, what are you doing?
Well, since my resources for investigating an international figure like Ahmed are fairly limited, well, I thought I'd access the newspaper reference files for anything they might have on it.
What is this, Wanda Wise, the society columnist? What do you want to know about Ahmed? Whether he eats at the Polo Lounge?
Oh, wait a minute. Here's an article from last year.
Oh, yeah, look, April 5th.
Well, this is kind of great, Murray. Gives new meaning to the words home delivery. Well, tongues are certainly wagging around Rodeo Drive this week over the stir caused by industrialist Ahmad Kamal's engagement to a twice-married American girl, Stephanie Davidson Delgado.
Twice?
Are you okay? Hey, buddy, come on. You shouldn't let this get to you. You know, it's just part of Stephanie's past.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's my own fault, actually. I always do this to myself. Stephanie is a beautiful, enticing woman. I mean, she's probably had dozens of boyfriends and suitors. Of course she's had a past. Guess I only want to know about her present, because that's what I'm involved with. Listen, I'm gonna get some fresh air or something, okay? Hello?
Murray?
Stephanie?
Oh, Murray, he went crazy. He beat me up. It was awful.
What? Are you all right? Where are you?
Can you please come and get me? I don't have anyone else, Murray. It's just you.
Where are you?
I'm at the phone booth near campus on Park.
Okay, I know the one. Now listen, you sit tight and don't worry. I'll be right there, okay?
Murray? Murray?
He's gone.
Yeah.
He's taking the Jimmy.
He's not going to do something dramatic like throw himself off a pier or something.
No, he'll be okay. He just takes things so seriously. Listen, are you up for making a visit?
What do you mean?
Well, I was thinking maybe we could help Murray out by checking into old Steffi's past. You know, maybe find somebody who could give us a little more background information.
Like who?
Oh, I have absolutely scads of material on Stephanie Kamal. I remember when I first met her, she was just a waif. Oh, she was beautiful, mind you, but just a little whisper of a thing. We were to fundraise her at Chuck Heston's house. She had on this peach silk suit with satin applique.
Well, that's really great, Wanda, but you know...
Oh, and Lydia Heston had on this beautiful lavender taffeta.
That's right. I remember now. It was beautiful. I'd forgotten I attended that affair. As I remember, you caused quite a sensation with the dress you were wearing, Miss Wise.
Well, aren't you a dear? But after all, fashion is our fashion.
What Mr. Allen and I are mainly interested in are Miss Kamal's marriages. Isn't that right, Mr. Allen?
Yes, it is. That's right. Do you remember her first husband?
Wonderful man. Irving Harper. What a prize. It was such a shock when he died. He was only 62. Heart attack. Can you imagine? He and Stephanie had only been married a year. He left her a widow at 19.
Oh, a 62-year-old man dies of a heart attack, married to a 19-year-old girl. How terrible.
Well, at least he went out smiling.
It was so tragic. I mean, they were so much in love. I mean, he was a real estate investor, so he left her well taken care of, but money is never a substitute for love.
No, it never is it, Miss Wise? I suppose that's why she remarried.
Oh, yes. And then poor Stephanie, another tragedy befalls that poor girl.
How old was this guy?
Louis Delgado was only 36, and he drowned in the pool, trying to save Stephanie.
Louis Delgado. Where have I heard that name before?
Oh, well, he was a very prominent attorney here in the L.A. area. I mean, he was the boy wonder of the law. But can you imagine to have suffered through two such sorrowful episodes as poor Stephanie?
Oh, truly amazing.
Well, the fact that she was able to find love and marriage with Ahmad Kamal is just proof positive that there is a God.
Well, that about wraps it up for us, I think, Wanda. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Not at all.
Okay.
Thank you very much. It's been a great pleasure. I've enjoyed your work.
Do come back.
Bye-bye.
Stephanie's certainly been to her share of funerals, hasn't she?
Yes, and I bet she looked just scrumptious in her black crepe sheath and matching pillbox hat.
Stephanie? Stephanie?
What you having fun of you gentlemen is the murder of Ahmed Kamal.
Ah, come on. Quinlan, alleged murder. Even you have to find this pretty ridiculous.
Listen, Lieutenant, does Murray look like a killer to you? Now answer me that.
It's not up to me to decide what a killer looks like. I deal only with the facts, and the facts, gentlemen, are this. I've got a dead Turk laying on a slab in the coroner's office. I got the FBI and the State Department breathing down my neck, and I am getting calls from some foreign city I never even heard of, wanting to know all about Don Juan here.
Well, what's your evidence?
Evidence?
Yeah.
I've got tapes. I've got letters from her to him, establishing his interest in her.
Those can be explained.
What about the witnesses that saw him really threaten Kamal yesterday in public?
Well, that's going to be a little tougher. Yeah.
Oh, and last but not least, gentlemen, this dummy's fingerprints are all over the weapon.
What? Now, look, I already told you about that, Lieutenant.
You see, what we've got here is a little hot fanny co-ed who ticked off her husband because she paid too much attention to her teacher in a moment of passion, and whammo, hubby gets himself killed.
Listen, Lieutenant, I want you to tell me exactly when that murder took place, exactly when it happened.
Well, it happened exactly when Blazinski met with Stephanie off Lookout Mountain this afternoon.
Murray, is that where you went to meet Stephanie?
Well, yeah, she called me and told me that Ahmed was beating her, so I went up to get her, and she never showed up.
Now, you see, Lieutenant, I think it's pretty obvious who killed this guy. Now, it seems to be a pattern with old Steph, the professional grieving widow. Look, she's lost 2 husbands already, and this time she needed a fall guy. Now, can't you see that?
So where's Stephanie,
Yeah, where is
Lieutenant?
she?
What has she got to say for herself? It seems to me she's got as much motive as Murray.
That's right.
She's home heavily sedated, and her statement supports the evidence.
I'll bet.
It doesn't matter anymore, guys. I've been duped, betrayed. My noblest intentions twisted around my neck like a hangman's noose. You know, when your pride and your self-esteem, your every fiber that makes you a man has been spat upon. There's nothing left to be done.
Does he just make this stuff up as he goes?
Lieutenant Murray is being framed, and we're going to prove that.
Well, you're going to have to do it alone, mister. Because as far as this department's concerned, we've got our man.
Listen, guys, I really want to thank you for helping me get the bail together, you know?
Don't worry about it, Murray.
I mean, I don't think I could have faced the thought of spending the night in the slammer there.
Don't get too excited, Murray. We still got a lot of work ahead of us, so don't totally eliminate the idea of prison from your future.
And after putting up the Mimi, the Riptide, and all your computer equipment for collateral, we better not come up short on this one, guys.
Yeah.
She used me. She manipulated my heart.
Dearest Murray, you never should have come today, but I'm so glad you did. There were so many.
I befriended her, you know, and she used me. It's called greed, Murray. She's a cold-hearted, selfish woman. All those terrible things I said about Ahmed, I just feel awful, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Hey, wait a minute, Murray. That's where you're wrong. Because we're going to get you off the hook by proving Stephanie really killed her husband, so you don't worry about that for a minute.
Replace the oak moldings in Mrs. Sandberg's den after the tiles are replaced.
That's Pierre's voice, isn't it? Stephanie just happened to use one of Pierre's tapes to record her heartfelt message to Murray?
Yeah, about their famous meeting, which just happened to take place in Pierre's showroom.
You know, for a decorator, Pierre sure seems to know a lot about old Steph's personal life, wouldn't you say?
If Pierre's such a good buddy of hers, what does she need Murray for, you know? Why didn't she go right to Pierre?
Because she needed some vulnerable, geeky jerk to take the fall, that's why. And guess who she chose?
Louis Delgado.
What?
Yeah.
What? Louis Delgado's Stephanie's second husband, right? What's he got to do with this?
Wait. I just remembered where I heard that name before. It was in Pierre's showroom. You see, Pierre decorated his house. He had huge pictures of it on display along with a couple other homes he did.
Yeah, but Milan told us that he just met Stephanie recently. What do you want to bet they're in this together, huh?
Wait a minute. What do you want to bet that Pierre worked for Stephanie's first husband, old Irv, the 62-year-old smiler?
Irv? Who's Irv?
Yeah.
And why is he smiling? You know, I don't understand any of this.
Murray, forget it. You know, we'll explain to you later. It's a little complicated. Nick and I are going to check this out. We'll take you back. You can get some rest.
Those are priceless. They're worth a fortune.
Not anymore, Pierre. But then all of Stephanie's husbands were worth a fortune, too, weren't they? You'd know all about that since you decorated their houses, right?
Please don't break any more vases.
Hey, anybody can have an accident. I'm just browsing.
Come on, Pierre. Tell us all about it.
About what? What are you talking about?
Cody, take a look at this vase, will you?
Nuts. Another major league career shot to hell.
Now, you listen to me.
We've got a real good friend that has a murder rap around his neck because of you and the Merry Widow. You framed him.
Now, we know that one of you actually pulled the trigger.
Which means if it was her, that leaves you as the accomplice. You got it?
Which means if you help us nail Stephanie, you might get off a little lighter with the cops.
Let's have it.
Huh? We were all her ideas. I had no idea that it would go this far. Her first husband,
Irv. Yeah.
her first husband actually died of a heart attack. Things were going so perfectly for us at the time. I was mad about her. Then she got all that money. I guess that's where she got the idea to keep getting rich.
After the coroners and the drowning, what happened? You ran out of convenient accidents?
It was important that we take suspicion off of us with Kamal's family.
Why?
They have a rather harsh disciplinary code.
Remember what Ahmad said about justice the old world way?
Stephanie's a very seductive woman. She always seems to leave me helpless.
Well, Pierre, now's your chance to turn things around.
Buddy, come on, let's go.
To visit the grieving Miss Kamal.
Now you will see how we deal with murderers in our country.
I didn't kill your brother.
What are we gonna do now?
I don't know. You got any ideas?
Yeah, Nick, I got one. Come on.
Good. Let's go, Pierre. Bet it feels good to see the good guys losing, huh?
No, it doesn't. Honestly, I do something about...
Let me go! Let me go!
This road dead ends at Highway 1. Just keep going.
Hang on, buddy.
Tell us more about this man who murdered our brother.
I don't really know where to begin. I first noticed that the professor had ideas about me a few weeks ago.
What?
I told Ahmed about it immediately, of course. He was so furious. He cared so dearly for me.
Oh, wait a minute.
I don't see him anywhere. We lost him. They're gonna execute the little guy. No, they aren't. We've still got the secret weapon. Remember? Pierre, the stealth decorator.
What can I possibly tell you? I don't know where they're taking a friend, really.
Listen, Pierre, you better do better than that. You either tell us what we need to know, or your last gig's gonna be redecorating Highway 1 at 80 miles an hour. Now, what is it?
You wouldn't.
Pierre, this is not a good time to test his resolve, if you know what I mean. Then just tell us what else you know about Ahmed's brother. Clock is ticking, pal. Let's go. Now I want the truth. One more time. Where are we heading? Tell me. No, no.
I told him that his advances were not proper, but he wouldn't leave me alone. He kept after me, harassing me with flowers and gifts, and following me everywhere I went, despite Ahmed's warnings.
Wait a minute. Stephanie, how can you say these things? After I tried to help you. After I told you I'd be your friend. Now listen to me, guys, fellas. I didn't kill your brother. I barely knew him. Although he seemed like a very nice man.
He wanted me to leave Ahmed and run away with him. And when I wouldn't even talk to him about it, he went crazy. He stalked your brother like an animal, confronting him in the showroom. You know what happened after that.
Tell me!
Oh, it doesn't someone, I think!
That's not a good clue, Pierre. You tell me, man, where we're heading. Let's have it. What is it?
Oh, no! Please, let me go!
Had enough, Pierre? Huh? Reel him in, Nick. He's had enough. Now, I'm waiting, man. Now, let me know. What is it?
All I know is that whenever Ahmed's brother wants to avoid the customs agents, he lands the plane in the desert somewhere. Antelope Valley, I think.
Can they do that, Nick? Land a jet in the desert? I doubt it. Look in that glove compartment, man. See if there's a map in there. Here. We're on Highway 14, right?
Right.
Okay. Heading for the Antelope Valley and Hesperia. Cody, that's it, man. They're taking Murray to Hesperia. There's no airport in Hesperia, though. There's just desert out there. No, wait. There is an airport there. Look, a few years ago, they started to build an airport there. They even got a few runways and some lights and stuff. I've seen it 100 times from the air. A good pilot can bring a jet down there, man. I know it.
Oh, man, come on.
No, come on! What the hell's going on?
We're out of gas. Do you believe that? Ahmed's family runs half the oil fields in the world, and they can't even keep a full tank of gas. What do we do now, huh? Take a look. Huh? Hey, Nick, we can't do that. Hey, look, unless you've got any better ideas, we're gonna give it a shot. Let's go. Hey, come back here! Come on, in the back. Let's go. Do you know how to drive one of these things? Listen, if I can fly the Mimi, I can drive one of these things. Well, here, use this thing. Will you stop it? I got it.
Hey, get out of here, you nuts! Get out of my butt! You don't know how to drive that thing!
Hey, you guys can't do this. This is America. You know, I don't understand this.
What?
The sun is supposed to make you heal faster, right?
Yeah.
Well, all it's doing to me is making me sweat.
Murray, don't let it get you down. You just overdid it, that's all.
Yeah.
Right, Murray, you know, diving off that jet like you did is not exactly what the doctor ordered.
That's true. Listen, you want to lower this thing, or... Come on.
Good, Murray. You got him well trained.
Nick?
Huh?
Would you mind changing the station? That song kind of reminds me of Stephen.
Oh, yeah, sure, Murray. Sure, no problem.
Hello, California. This is Wanda Wise with today's Fashion Report. Well, weren't we surprised when two handsome young detectives appeared in our office doorway? You can imagine how our heart leapt. Cody Allen in a stylish pair of gabardine slacks and a pastel cotton knit sweater that enhanced the riveting blue pools that are his eyes.
That's great. I love it.
And his partner, Nick Reiter, a bit more aggressive in nature as well as in wardrobe. It was such a thrill for this reporter to join them in their daring investigation, which of course has resulted in the long-awaited imprisonment of Stephanie Davidson, Harper, Delgado, Kamal, as well as her lover, Pierre Malone.
What does she mean long awaited? She was crazy about that chick.
When this reporter contacted Stephanie inside county jail, Stephanie, forlorn in a matching blue denim blouse and skirt, offered no comment. This is Wanda Wise with the Fashion Passion Report.
Riveting pools of blue?
Don't
No, I don't
start
think
with
so.
me now.
Riveting
What did
pools
you
of blue.
say? Aggressive in nature
Stylish,
as well as in
riveting.
wardrobe.
Man, give me a break.
She nailed that one right.
Guys, guys.